Good day, my fellow collectors. It's Collector Tyron here again today, and today I'm going to bring you Nickelodeon pop review. It'll be showcasing the Angry Beaver pops from the show. Alright guys, so you might not be familiar with these characters depending on how old you are. The show came out in the late 90s and stuff like that, so one of my all-time favourite Nickelodeon shows, and I thought I had to do a pop review on the pops I have here. So, not going to waste any more time, getting stuck right in. And for those who don't know, Angry Beavers. As a child, a large percentage of my television watch time was supplied to me by cartoons, and over half of these were from Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon provided a ton of classic comedy slapstick style animated TV shows, from the early to late 90s for children like myself to come home and unwind to. The Angry Beavers was such a show. The Angry Beavers first officially aired in April 19, 1997. With the pilot being released years earlier in 1994. The show's main focus on two Beaver brothers, Daggett Doofus Beaver, aka Dag, and Norbert Foster Beaver, also known as Norb. Dag, a hyperactive, immature maniac.
Mr. Poopy Potato Pants! Ooh, I am so scaredy.
A younger brother to the laid-back, well-spoken, intelligent, and sarcastic Norb.
Having fun yet?
Does it look like I'm having fun?
No.
The Angry Beavers as a show related to me quite a bit. I had a younger brother, and we would actually watch the show together quite a bit as kids. I was the immature one, and my younger brother being the more intelligent, sarcastic one. So the roles were reversed. This show, while not the most successful Nickelodeon, is definitely a show that stuck in my childhood memories. A show about the bond of brotherhood, and what comes with that love-hate relationship.
Check it out, Norm! We're migrating! I swallowed a bug.
Alright guys, so I'm going to start with my favourite character from the show, and that's Daggy, or Daggett. And he's the younger brother out of the two, and he's the one that's a bit crazy and immature and stuff like that, so definitely looks like he's in a bad mood all the time, and I really love the design of this actual character itself. I'm going to show you the box here. It's got like some art here from the actual show itself. That's the house, the little beaver house they live in. Alright, so on the back here we have the symbol from the actual show itself, and the two pops here. I think they're the only ones in the range. Alright guys, so that's the box art for the range here, and I'm going to open this guy up and give you guys a better look at the actual pop itself. Alright guys, so here we got Daggy here, and you're probably wondering what that is on his nose there, and that's actually a little cone piece that came with the pop to protect the nose there from the plastic. So the actual nose itself does rub on the front of the plastic box side. And yeah guys, this guy does have a big nose, so you can sort of understand why they did that. Okay guys, now when it comes to the pops like this, I love cartoon pops, because it sort of stays away from that generic human look to most of the movie pops you get. And that's one of the things I like about Nickelodeon. They bring out a lot of cool cartoon style pops, and this one definitely is probably one of my favourite ones that I've got so far. There are a few other Nickelodeon ones that I'm going to do reviews on down the track, but I thought I'd start off the Angry Beavers because it is a show that does remind me of my childhood and stuff, and I love this character. Alright guys, as you can see there, I'm showing you the nose, how big it is, but Daggy is definitely this sort of disgruntled type character, you know, always out to get his brother, and I think he's quite jealous of Norbert, to be quite honest. Yeah guys, that sort of gives him that sort of angry look. And that is who Daggy is. I really like how they've done the sharp teeth there as well. That's something that is definitely represented in the cartoon. He's definitely got these jagged teeth. Looks more aggressive than his brother. I really like how they put the lines there too, like little bits of fur. Definitely reminiscent of the cartoon, the character. And now if you look at the back here, something that I really used to love as a kid was these little fins he had. I'm not too sure if that's actually bits of hair, I'm guessing it is, but it's sort of like his back hair there. It should remind me of like a shark, and that's what he reminds me of. Like, even though he's a beaver, he does look like a shark. He's got those real sharp teeth, you know, and these little fins here, well, fur fins that do remind me of a shark. And funny enough, with the pop eyes itself, it actually does remind me of a shark a lot too, because those dark pit sort of soulless eyes. But yeah, guys, that's Daggy. And I really like the stance they went with here. He's like he's in that sort of mood where he's like, you know, hands on the hips. Yeah, that I don't care look, really like that. That's definitely what Daggy's all about. And I love how they've done the tail too. That's really cool. They even put little creases in the tail there. Yeah, beavers do have that really unique tail that's only known to beavers. And yeah, I really enjoy the pop. Really awesome. Alright guys, so we're going to move on to the next one. His brother Norb. And show you what's on the pop there too. Alright, so here we have Norbert. Now guys, as I mentioned before in that little information video, Norbert's definitely the most smartest one out of the two. As smart as a beaver can be, I guess. But he's the one that sort of comes up with really interesting plans and stuff and things to do. His brother sometimes gets in the way of that and becomes quite a competition between the two of them. And yeah guys, he's very charismatic, he's got a lot of confidence, he's quite well spoken. He's not so much of the dimwit that Daggy is. Definitely all the smarter genes will pass on to this brother here. So yeah guys, these pops are actually quite heavy to be quite honest. Now I'm holding it here in front of the camera. And Norbert's actually a lot heavier than Daggy. So I'm guessing that has a lot to do with all the plastic hairs there, but we're going to open up and have a look and see all the details on this pop. Alright guys, so here's Norbert. And as I said before, the weight difference between the two, and both are actually quite heavy pops, but the weight difference is, I can definitely notice that there's a lot more weight in this pop compared to his brother. Alright guys, so we're going to go over the details here, and I'm going to start off with the nose here. Now funny enough, this one did not come with a nose protector, and I don't know why. His nose is actually a lot bigger. When I look at the two together, they're roughly about the same size, but Daggy's seems to be a lot sharper, so that's probably why they put that on there, unless they forgot to put that on there. But Norbert's nose is definitely a lot more smoother, so I don't think it's going to really ruin the box or the paint on the nose, rub it against it. Well, I'm hoping it won't, so if I decide to sell this one day, I do want them in mint condition. But as you can see there, he's got the same teeth as his brother. He's got the same snoz, well, nose as his brother. He's got that real cheeky grin sitting in the corner there, and that's what Norbert is. He's very sarcastic, and always likes to outsmart his brother and humiliate him and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny. Got these awesome little eyebrows here that they've put on. And that's also sort of what Norbert's like too. He's very carefree. He doesn't really care much. He's got that smile with the eyebrows up sort of look, and he's just chill. He's very chill character. As you can see there guys, Norbert has more of a really cool hairstyle than Daggy. Definitely flows out like a Super Saiyan or something with Dragon Ball Z or something. Really cool spiky hair, and I really like that about this character. Really cool. Really love it. Also really like the colour of this the creamy yellow they've made for this colour, and that's how they sort of contrast the two brothers, I think. And I think the colours for the two characters is actually really well picked from the animators and stuff. I mean, obviously you won't see a green beaver and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. So I think they picked some really good colours for keeping the beaver look for a cartoon. And that sort of came out in the pop there. I really like it. Definitely like the purple nose on Norbert there and the red nose on Daggy. That sort of contrasts the colours as well. Really like that. Also another thing I noticed too, he also has these little frills at the back. Now, if any of you Americans out there watch this, or Canadians that have beavers in your country, that are native to your country, I don't know if this part here is actually found on an actual, like a real life beaver. So if you guys could comment in the bottom there, anyone that knows about beavers and stuff. So I always wondered what this was. I have no idea what this brown piece here represents on a beaver. I know they have these tails, but I don't know what this is, because both the brothers seem to have it. So if anyone could fill me in on that, that'd be really awesome. Or I could probably do my own research, I guess, but I kind of like to hear from the community from those areas. So yeah, he's got that too, guys. He's got this similar tail to his brother, except his is brown, like a light creamy brown, with the same markings there. And the stance, I really like the stance. Like, as I said, that is exactly what Norbert is like. He's this carefree sort of beaver, crossing his arms like he has nothing to worry about with the smirk. So they went a really cool stance there. Really like that. Alright guys, so we're going to do a stand-up test here, and these pops stand up perfectly fine on a balanced box. As you can see there, the tail sort of supports their weight and stuff, so they fall back into the tail to stand up. So if you wanted to display these outside their boxes, they don't need no bases or anything like that, they stand up perfectly fine. And yeah guys, they are definitely stable. Another thing guys, these heads on these don't actually move. It's actually one solid piece. It's been sculpted as one solid piece, so they cannot be posed as best as a pop can be, of course, like the traditional pops. Some pops are like that, you can't actually move the head and stuff. But yeah guys, that's the head test and the stand test done. Alright guys, so now I'm going to rate these pops out of 10. And there's two different ways I do this. I basically rate the first 5 out of my pops and how they turned out. With the paint and the casting and stuff like that, if there's any deformities on there, I will mark it down. And the second 5 I give is from Funko and how they represented these pops and how the franchise has been represented as a set through Funko Pop itself. Alright, so the two ratings go together and make it out of 10 if that makes sense. Alright guys, for my personal collection, I didn't actually notice any deformities. There's a mold line there, but you know, that's gonna happen. That's just the way molding works with sculptures like this. When it comes to the paint, I'm not seeing any faults really in the pops. I don't see any scratches or any oversprays or anything like that. So they're actually really solid in that department. So these are really well done pops. I'm glad I picked these out and there's no deformities on them. Yeah guys, I'm gonna give that a 4 for my personal collection. The 2 pops I picked up representing these beavers. Alright, so now onto the second rating itself. Now as a set, I mean these are the 2 main characters from the show. To be quite honest guys, they've done a really good job. The characters look exactly like they do from the cartoon. Whoever watched the show as a kid or whatever and they saw these, they definitely know what they were. And they've got all the details on there as well. I really like that. When it comes to the actual range itself, I would have liked to seen a few more other characters in there. There's, I think it's called Stumpy, I think it's called. It's actually this little stump. I'll show a picture of it in the corner. But it's actually a character that Norbert really loves. It's like this made up sort of imaginary character. I could have said the name wrong while filming this guys, but yeah guys, that's another character I would have liked to seen in this set. There's also another beaver character that's I think Norbert's girlfriend. I can't remember the name of her off the top of my head, but I remember seeing her as a kid, and that would have made it a really cool set. You would have had at least 4 there, and that would have been really awesome. For Funko's efforts there, I'm going to give this a 4 as well. So that's going to be an 8 out of 10, and that's definitely a good rating for me. And they definitely do the justice to the Beaver Brothers, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. So yeah guys, that's the review done. There weren't that many negatives at all about these, so they're really good pops. Yeah guys, if you watched all the way through here, which one of these 2 pops are your favourite? Or even comment down below when you first ever saw the show, or if you even know about the show. I want everyone talking about the Angry Beavers and stuff like that, so that'd be really awesome. So comment that stuff down the bottom there guys, if you really found this interesting and nostalgic maybe. And yeah guys, that's my review on the Angry Beavers. If you want to like or subscribe, totally up to you. But that's it for today. For you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, Tyron out.